Yo, this is Zoe Williams, the voice of reason and the host of the ZoWhat Morning Show. First and foremost, let me thank everyone who's donated to the GoFundMe page. But I have some bad news to report. One of our biggest donations has proven to be fraudulent. And of course, they took that out of our account earlier today. I'm really disappointed about it. They said it was some fraudulent activity that happened on the GoFundMe page, and it kind of hurt my heart because I knew it was kind of too good to be true when we got these huge donations maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but now one of them has proven to be fraudulent, and I'm thinking that the other 3 may also be found that way as well. Needless to say, my goodness, we are in need of those donations to keep the high quality production that we do going. I don't know what to say about, who's responsible for it. I just know we got to keep pushing. I just know I cannot be stopped because of something like this. I just ask that everybody come together, coalesce around this cause, and donate to www.gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. If you appreciate the work we do and you love the shows that we produce, please, out of the kindness of your heart, continue to support. Thank you so much, and we'll keep it coming. Deuces.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I'm a relationship hack.
Run up and get touched up, suicide. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail. Run up and get touched up, suicide, that's it. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail.
Ladies and gentlemen, is my mic hot? It sounds funny. Let's make sure this is the best mic right here, because it don't sound the way I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ZoWhat Morning. Let me get this one right here. Yeah. Welcome to the ZoWhat Morning Show. Zoe Williams in the building. Man, we have an incredible topic lined up for you today. It ain't no joke. When I tell you, it's probably one of the most important topics we've had all year. You already know how we get down. Before I even get to the topics, you guys got to support some black-owned businesses, man. I'm going to make this quick today because I really want to jump into this topic, very, very fast. Number 1, please go support the relationship Dismount. How to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. How you do that, you go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com, and purchase a physical copy. It's real easy, real simple to do. IamZoWilliams.com. That's where you go to find a copy, the physical copy of the relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Now, you can also get a copy, a digital copy from Kindle, right? You go to Kindle. And as a matter of fact, I encourage everybody who has already purchased this book to go to Amazon.com and leave a review. What you think of the book. We have 104 reviews. We have a 93% 5-star rating for the book. So I'd love to know your opinion. If you bought it, if you read it, you thought it was fire, please leave a review over there at Kindle. Also, you can leave it at iBooks. If you want to if you got the iPhone, the iPad, your computer, your iBook computer, man, get your copy from iTunes as well, or iBooks as well. Anyway, we appreciate everybody for supporting this book right here. Also, everybody on this right now. When I tell you, homeboy called me, he said, man, he wants to send a personal shout out to everybody that's been supporting Total Package Energy. Everybody is on Total Package Energy right now.
Everybody.
It's a real situation.
Total Package Energy is not a game.
That's what's up.
Listen, I'm on my
That shit
way.
work.
I'm on my way back to San Francisco. Myself, me, Corey, the 5150 crew. We about to go back to Frisco, back to the Bay Area. We about a month or so ago, we were in Oakland in Pleasanton, California. Tommy T's. Now we're going to Frisco.
Yeah.
If I'm driving up there, I can't drive up there without Total Package Energy. I promise you.
Don't get dependent on it, brother.
Yo, hey, look at us. We get Bryant, Hampshire. Hey, thank you for the $20 donation. I was just about to get to that. Listen, we need a strong push from our YouTubers, man.
Yeah.
Everybody that's on YouTube right now, we're broadcasting live through the YouTube chat. It's on fire. Please donate. If everybody can do what Brian Hampshire just did, we'd appreciate that. Donate right now. The super chat is, yeah, that's right. That's right. Brian, somebody said, damn, Brian just upped the ante. Everybody follow that, brother. Can somebody do that? Everybody that's on here, 29,000 people strong watching this right now. Please support the ZoWhat Morning Show. But back to Total Package Energy. It's only $29 a case.
Right.
Not a bottle, a case. I'm telling y'all to get 2-3 cases. Don't play yourself. Get 2 or 3 cases. Truckers. You see what happened to the comedian brother, right?
What comedian brother?
You know the comedian brother?
Who?
The one who got hit by the truck.
No.
SNL.
Oh,
I'm trying to get him to say it. Tracy Morgan.
he was in the car.
But he got hit by a truck. All I'm saying is, Bryant just dropped $5. Thank you for your donation. All I'm saying is, you gotta be aware out there on the road. And hey, Sis Nation just dropped $20. Let me just say this. If you're not aware, this is the only thing that is, I done tried everything. Red Bull, don't mess with that Red Bull. You're gonna fall asleep. You understand? If Red Bull gives you wings, this give you dragon wings. That's all I'm saying. This is better than Red Bull to me.
It is, actually.
It really is. I know there's other people out there who try.
Red Bull don't do
things.
shit for me.
This don't do nothing. I mean, Red Bull don't do nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
This right here, shit. This, and you don't get shaky. I hate that shaky. Like I done took some shit. I remember one time my brother gave me a car.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember I had that
you
Altima?
hit me up. Yeah, you hit me up when you were.
My brother gave me a car. He was like, hey, this is like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. My brother was like, hey, man, I'm going to give you a car, but you got to come get it. I was like, come get it? He was like, yeah. So I bought a plane ticket to fly to Oregon. He was living in Oregon at the time. I go all the way to Oregon to get this car, and I had to drive it back. That's 16 hours. From Los Angeles to Beaverton. Or from Beaverton to Los Angeles. Nicholas Nelson just dropped $5. Thank you. We appreciate it. Please continue to support. Seriously, I want 2 hours strong of support from YouTube, fam. We appreciate everything you guys are doing. Please continue to do so. Let me tell you, on the way back from Beaverton, I drank 16 Red Bulls.
You called me from the car.
I called you from the fucking In and Out because I was tired as hell, but I was fidgety and antsy. Like, God,
like, nigga, what the fuck is
what
going on?
the fuck is happening? You understand?
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I drank 1.5 of these motherfuckers right here. No glitch, no jitter, no itch, no nothing. But I was wide the fuck awake. Do you understand?
Wide the fuck awake.
Listen, you drive 5 hours. You drive 5 hours from LA to Oakland with no music. I got to my hotel room. I was up for another 3 hours. I was on the computer watching TV, porn, jacking off, doing all types of shit. Do you understand? That total total package energy. If you don't go get you some of this, you tripping. Go get 3 or 4 cases of it, man. It's good for you. I don't know how I didn't die off that Red Bull though. I was tired as hell, sleepy. Have you ever been sleepy as fuck, but you can't go to sleep?
Your body just...
Oh, man. Yep. I felt terrible about it. Anyway, Weed Juice is in the building. Yo, my man Hassan McCullough. What is the situation?
Somebody hacked my website.
Really?
Yeah. Hacked my website, and now my carton stuff doesn't work. So you can't order juices. I know who actually did it, though.
Was it us? Because it be haters floating around us.
One of my developers did it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
They don't like me.
As long as it ain't no haters, man. Jesus.
Well, that's hating right there.
Yeah,
you know?
True. Yeah, you're right.
But, you can still, probably be fixed today. I got some dude from New Jersey working on it. So, still check out We Juice. Still got those ZoWhat specials. ZoWhat coupon code. So when you check out, so hopefully the website be activated by this afternoon. Cool.
All right, you a little pissed off right now. You about to fight somebody. You from Dina? I already know.
You all right, nigga?
You from Pasadena? I can see the well up. Like
you know how you get people who do some shiesty business with you, and then you find out what they did, then you like, hell no, I'm not paying you no more money.
Yeah.
So he was trying to ask me for more money. I'm just like, no, you already overcharged me on my website already. Him and this girl.
You about to air him out. Let's go.
Nah. They overcharged me. They charged me like $10,000 for my website. Wow. When I say overcharged, they fucked me over big time. Wow. And then he did some pamphlets for me. And he tells me, oh, my own information, my pictures, the content, everything. He tells me it took him 20 hours to make this fucking pamphlet.
Wow.
And he's charging me $100 an hour. I owe him $2,000.
Should we go roll on him?
And I'm like, nigga, I ain't paying you shit.
Oh, my man is pissed off right now.
And so
I ain't never seen him like this. He one of them quiet dudes. Let me tell you something about them quiet dudes. You understand? One of them quiet dudes. You see his t-shirt tight as hell. His t-shirt is tight for a reason. He been in the studio, in the weight room lifting. This is Timmy Tight Top. Don't get him pissed. He gonna bust out of that shirt, man. I'm telling you.
But he has the nerve to Venmo me like, please pay me $1,000 at least. Do the right thing. And I'm thinking like, huh? Do the right thing is ignoring your ass or me coming to fuck you up. That's the right thing.
There go Pasadena. Right there. That's the right thing. Somebody ordered Pasadena. Hey, let me shout this out real quick. Kial Simmons just dropped us $10. Thank you for your donation. Look, please keep these donations coming. We appreciate it. Weed Juice is in the building. You see people, he got haters trying to break down his website. Y'all hook the brother up with donations. Cash mob this brother. I got a lot of things to promote real quick in a short amount of time. Triumph Beyond Designs. The guys did my website. Please continue to support them. If you have a business, if you're trying to start up a business and you need a SuperFly web designer, go to triumphbeyonddesigns.com. Please support this brother's business. Young brother, married, got a dope wife behind him. He's an author, writes books, he's a poet, and he so happens to be this incredible web developer. Triumph Beyond Designs, go support their movement. Android Ohm. AndroidOhm.com. SuperFly, high-end, Italian-made, handmade fly kicks. Please go support that brother as well. Kenneth Boggs Suits. You gotta support my cousin. High-end, tailor-made, SuperFly suits. Custom tailored suits. Wait till you see my next piece that I got coming from him as well.
Good for you.
Yeah, good. Next one, why don't you get a cousin? Why don't you get a cousin? Anyway, RBG Tees. These are my guys. They make SuperFly dope gear. I love the message in their clothing line. RBG Tees. Please continue to support them. Shepherd's Sweets.
Candy Crush.
ShepherdSweets.com. Please order your confection from the sister. Good sister. Makes man, she made some kind of banana bread situation the other day that was just
great.
This is just like some old experimental shit. Like, hey, taste this. You think we? You petting? I felt like a monkey. I don't even like bananas like that. I did not start this war. It
Caesar,
was
nigga.
a cake named Banana. That nigga, the shit was so good. God damn,
hey.
I felt like Caesar.
And her shit be really like that too.
Man, it's really that ridiculous. So she was like, should I make it? I was like, do what you're supposed to do. Shit. Shepherd's Sweets. Go support that sister. Yeah. Cash Mob. We promote black-owned businesses for a reason. If you don't support them, they don't survive. This is tying into today's topic for sure. Also, mind-blowing mobile apps. Wanda Trotter. If you got a business and you don't have an app, you're not really in business. The apps are the new websites. Websites are now stores. Apps are stores. People are on their phone all the time. 88% of the listeners of Dash Radio listen through their apps. If you're in business and you don't have an app, you're shortchanging yourself. You're not reaching your entire market. You gotta get this app. Have Wanda Trotter develop yours. Worldwide Solutions and Technologies, mindblowingmobiles.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. You gotta support. Also, Power in One Clothing. Have Power in One Clothing. PIOclothing.com. Have them send your kids back to school with a message. I love their clothing line. Please support these brothers. They're good people. Do the right thing. Kev, I know you got something to promote. Let's do it.
Yes, Cop Stop Guardian. You guys, we still got the dollar campaign going on. If all of the subscribers on the channel, if you donate $1, we would have enough money for the app. The app is about $15,000, so we need at least half of you to donate $1. You guys have been doing it. Some have been donating more than $1. Thank you. We appreciate it. But for the rest of you, get out there, get off your asses, and donate that $1. Don't let other people save your ass. So go to GoFundMe.com/CopStopGuardian. Remember, the app is basically like your own personal 911 in the car or just on the street with you. It records the police stop, just so that you keep the tension down between yourself and the officer, and everybody can go home safely. So again, GoFundMe.com/CopStopGuardian. Also, go to RealNagas.com and get the gear. I just got a new Real Nagas shirt. Let me slide over. So this is the new Real Nagas shirt. I just put on the thing.
Timmy tight top.
Hey, stop playing. So go check that out. Get the Real Nagas shirt, the Dragon Moore shirts, and the Native Amaru Khan. Also on the Real Nagas YouTube channel, the first episode of Wordplay. If you haven't checked that out, please get on there and check that out. That's breaking down the etymology of words, what I do a little bit on the show. I go deeper into it on the episode of Wordplay. The second episode will be out at the end of the week. So go ahead and support that, please.
Good shit. Listen, Wanda Trotter just sent out a special message. She said you guys can call her today. Special offer for ZoWhat listeners. The number to dial is 754-777-9784. That's 754-777-9784. I'm sorry.
93.
That was terrible. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Hey, we got to have Hassan on this show, man, because Hassan is one of those top athletes. CC Kane just dropped $20 on the donation side of the game on YouTube. Please continue to donate. Hassan was recruited. Hassan, listen, it's rare to have one person in your family as a super athlete. But to have 9,
damn,
like 9 motherfuckers came out of his family.
What's your daddy name? Odin?
Right.
Odin. Like a whole basketball team.
My son Loki and Thor.
Thor.
They play for John Muir High.
Do not use your hammer against the mortals.
Right, you understand? So look, that's the end of the community empowerment. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into today's topic. Can I tell you what it is right now? The NFL versus Kaepernick. Who do you side with? NFL to Colin Kaepernick. We're cool with crime and injustices, but opinions are bad for our brand. Should blacks seriously consider boycotting the NFL? Oh, God. If we did, would it matter? Would it make a difference? A deeper look into American sports and black people's allegiance to them. Oh, Jesus, it's going down in the town. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, but when we come back, the phone lines will be open because I want to know, who do you side with? Call in and tell us. Who do you side with? 323-230-4445. That's 323-230-4445. 323-230-4445. Call us and let us know. Do you side with the NFL? Do you think it's going to matter? Do you think boycotting is archaic and outdated and doesn't work anyway? Somebody call us today and let us know what you think. Who do you choose? The NFL or Kaepernick? Oh, Jesus. Who is your allegiance to? We'll be back in 2.2. DJ Julian Ramirez. We'll be back in 2.2. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ZoWhat Morning Show. We turned up right now. That was the Woo Mix. Bobby Glanton Smith is trying to call in right now because Bobby got something to say. Let me text Bobby and say, call now.
Shout out to Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Bobby. Call now, Bobby. We're going to answer when he calls. Listen, if you're just tuning in, today's topic, man, the NFL versus Kaepernick. Whose side are you on? Who do you side with? Are you down with your favorite team? Are you going to stay down with your favorite team? Or are you rolling with Kaepernick? Wow. Man, really quickly, Cliff Thomas just dropped $100. Cliff Thomas just dropped $100. We got a couple other people who dropped some bread as well. They're donating to us right now. Cliff Thomas dropped $100. We had Tissamore, dropped $20. Let me see. One more person dropped 10. Slick Rick 34, 36 dropped $10.
God bless you. God bless you.
Yes, man. This is hard for me to pronounce this brother's name. Marquise Sal. Yeah, it's just
Big M.
Hey, man. Big M. Thank you, brother, for the donation, man.
Appreciate you. That ain't the first time somebody fucked up that name.
Yeah. Come on, man. We have a hard time with the name sometimes. But listen, continue to support. There are a lot of people tuned in right now. We appreciate all of the support, but we need you to keep it flying. Today's topic, NFL versus Colin Kaepernick. Is it a crime for African American professional athletes to voice their opinion on social injustices? Is it a crime? Most of the African American athletes, we got to answer that phone where Bobby's calling, right? Most of the African American athletes, most of American sports are made up of African Americans, right? Most of those African Americans come from inner cities where injustice runs rampant. You mean to tell me that a dude who comes from the inner city can't talk about the problems that are consistently occurring in his town? Wow. We don't want to know about your problems. We made you a millionaire.
Shut the fuck up.
People think just because you get money that you also get power. Yeah.
Silly Negro.
First off, the platform is where the power is, but they got you focused on the money. Then sometimes you misuse your platform not knowing that the platform is more powerful than what's in your pockets.
Right. Why is Jim Brown far more powerful than you are when he made 1/80th of the money?
If Colin Kaepernick isn't signed, will you boycott the NFL? 323-230-4445. If America was built on dissent and protest, why then do so many blacks believe protesting the NFL on behalf of Colin Kaepernick will be fruitless? My little protest ain't gonna do shit. I might as well go to this tailgating party and support my cheeseheads. Yeah. True or false? Was Snoop Dogg correct when he said Colin Kaepernick needs to choose either football or be a revolutionary? Because you can't do both. Is he correct?
Oh, wow. Yeah, he did.
He said that.
Oh, Snoop.
That don't mean he wrong. Let's just break down what he said.
That's the first thing came out of Snoop's mouth I ever disagree with.
He said, well, you can't do one halfway.
Right.
You got
That's right.
Either one, you got to go hard in the paint.
Yep.
You can't just throw the alley-oop and then not really.
Right.
Okay.
That's where he was going with it.
But what about Muhammad Ali? And
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me set it up. Let me finish. We gonna get to it.
Shit.
Agree or disagree? Richard Sherman says Colin Kaepernick is jobless because of a stay in your place mentality that the NFL owners have.
Richard Sherman for president, goddammit.
Boy, you better stay in your place. I told y'all, they not afraid to give you money, but every time you try to use your money to get power, they shut your bitch ass down. Power is what they're afraid of you having. They not afraid of you having money. As a matter of fact, they want you to have more and more debt tickets.
Yes, coupons.
Because long as you know you can't pull any power, you can't extrapolate any power from money. All you could do is be a high-end consumer, nigga. You live in a better neighborhood, but you better not try to purchase no power.
Oh my God.
Or I'm gonna shut your bitch ass down.
I'm gonna hit you in the face if you don't say that again.
Hey,
what? All you are is a what?
A high-end consumer. That's it.
Wow.
You can buy all the gadgets and toys
all
you
the
want.
Bentleys you want.
You can buy all the Versace and make
send
all
that
of
money
these,
right on back to us.
Send it back to us, nigga.
Adopt an elementary school and see what happens.
Oh my God. If Colin Kaepernick's is Colin Kaepernick sports rightful heir to Muhammad Ali's work around social injustice?
Apparently.
Is he the heir apparent? And if he is, how come you not supporting him 100%? True or false? In 122 sports ownership groups, 32 NFL teams, and 30 teams in each of the other 3 sports, why is there only one majority black owner? Shit. There's only one?
Michael Jordan?
Nah, it ain't even Michael Jordan.
About.
It's the dude from the Philadelphia 76ers with the team he pulled together with Will Smith and Jada and 15 other. Oh, yeah. Should African American professional athletes use their platform and superstar status to bring awareness to social injustice? I say yes.
It's 2 though. What about Magic and the Dodgers?
Magic ain't a majority owner of the Dodgers. What he is a majority face.
Yep.
Right.
You ever go to Bob's Big Boy? You ever see that fat dude with the tray out front?
That's Magic.
Damn. But no, Magic's powerful dude. We fuck with Magic. We got his back over here.
So is a big dog. I love Magic. I love Herb. Let's call a thing a thing.
Bob Big Boy.
Let's call a thing a thing.
Are college recruiters skilled at filtering out opportunities for the next Ali and Jim Brown? Oh, this nigga too strong.
Yes, they are.
Oh, this motherfucker right here is too strong. He's too opinionated. I want your game to do the talking, not your mouth.
Get on out there and run, boy.
Show me how fast you are. Don't show me how athletic your mind is. Because the more athletic your mind is, that means you don't need a father figure no more.
That's woo.
Ooh.
You keep talking like that, boy. I ain't gonna let you fuck my daughter no more.
You know you didn't come from a place where your daddy was there often.
That's right. What's all this book learning?
I'm mentoring you.
Surrogate daddy, boy.
I'm going to get you through this college experience and give you an opportunity into the league. If you've never had a father I'm the best example of a father, son.
You runaway slave, you?
How many times have I put my job on the line because your grades wasn't right? We needed you out there on the field. How many times have you took that kinesiology class?
Kinesiology.
That easy A.
Kinesiology.
How many times? Oh, yeah, you think I don't know the game, but I do. Shut your mouth and put the ball in the hole. Don't you want to get somewhere? Don't you want to buy your mama a house?
Yes, sir.
Ain't she tired of living in that roach-infested apartment?
Yes, sir.
The only way we're going to do it is by running these plays, my nigga. That's it. I meant my son.
Yeah.
Whose side are you on, Colin Kaepernick's or the NFL? The number to dial is 323-230-4445. The show is on fire right now. Get at us with your opinions, man.
Damon Wayans, he had an old joke about, he's talking about when you make it famous. Yeah, when you make it famous, and he goes, that's when they start asking you these questions on camera. So Damon, now that you made this $13 million, and we're not counting. He said, but now that you made this $13 million, is there racism in America? And then they put the mic in his face. Go.
If there is, I ain't seen nothing.
He said, no, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
If there is, I ain't seen none.
It's almost like, listen, and this is the thing that really bothers me.
Lil Wayne did that.
Only in American sports,
Lil Wayne did.
right? Only in American sports does something as awkward as calling another man my owner seem acceptable. We got a good owner.
Right?
Our owner take care of us. Now, they've already likened the combine to slavery.
Sure has.
Run, jump, how fast you run,
Whole
how
league.
high you jump.
The whole league.
And it ain't just the NFL.
Nah.
Our boss, our master, our owner,
Yep.
they should put the shit in the contract.
Thank you.
You don't get to say boss regular no more. You got to say boss.
Say it like that.
And we,
Boss.
we sick, boss.
I want to know. I want to know your opinions, man.
That's hilarious.
Is it a crime for African American professional athletes to voice their opinion on social media? Is the NFL making a stand? They don't want no more Jim Browns. Call us right now. Phone lines are open. Let's get Bobby in here.
No more. They didn't want the first one.
Sure did.
Welcome to the ZoWhat Morning Show. You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Reed Allen.
Bobby.
Uncle Easy.
Bobby.
What's up?
Uncle Bobby Sayings. Save it in bad pussy.
It's real simple. If your shoes is too tight and you can't pull up on the lace, you ain't got to tell nobody. It's going to show on Colin Kaepernick's face.
He done started rapping already. What up, Bobby?
He bucking for a rap contract.
Hey, talk to us, Bobby. Talk to us, man.
Well, the first thing I like to say after having listened to your setup is that participation is essential in the circle of life. Spend an inordinate amount of time concentrating on those that are illuminated in our society, and that's governed primarily through the platforms now that have just proliferated on the internet, and then regular television and all the other forms of communication. And out of that process, I think we are often influenced by other people's opinions to the extent that we don't develop our own reasons for being and what we will. You made some interesting points in terms of what an athlete or entertainer should think about their leverage, if they have any, or how it's perceived from people that look to them for leadership. And that picture is so muddy right now. I spend a lot of my time personally trying to figure out, how do I get the most out of my day, my life? Because the reality is there's 24 hours in it. And I'm worrying about whether Colin Kaepernick is going about it the right way, or if that's the best example that we should, promote to other people. I need to be very careful about how I live my life. How does that align with the spirits? The people who came before us, that many of the young people today that are really, I think, taking this whole situation that we call life far too lightly. For example, 3 years ago, what was, as opposed to what he's doing now? From sources that I rely on, he really wasn't engaged in the struggle. He was still finding his own way. And for that, I don't fault him, considering where he came from. The person that looked like me who helped birth him, his father, wasn't in the picture. His mother took on that responsibility momentarily and then couldn't handle it, and then gave him to a white family. And then all of a sudden, at some point, having to deal with all of that. And having been a bastard child myself, I know, you go through a period of discovery, and it's a lot longer than if you're in a real strong family situation. So as I dissect this whole thing I start with, where is this coming from? And does he really fully grasp the position he's in and the consequences of it? And it's, I see both sides of it from this standpoint. He has a right to be sensitive, and I'm thankful that he is, to police brutality and all of that. But has he truly weighed out what it means to take a stand and then to a degree reverse that stand, yet still consider yourself totally conscious? This puts a lot of people in peril, because if you land on one side or the other, then you have to be ready for the long haul. One thing I know about white folk, when they in, they all in. And they'll stand. An example, it's been 22 years since OJ was acquitted of killing 2 white folk. And white people changed the world behind that particular court case. Terrorist threat. The contract with America by Newt Gingrich, which was actually a contract on America. And then the swing to hard right. Meanwhile, we were jumping up and down when they announced that OJ was set free, not realizing that once free, he was a lifestyle that put him in that situation in the first place. So I'm just trying to weigh all of these things out as we look at what are the true models of possibility and what are the best practices. And in many instances, you're not going to find them on television or the internet. It work.
Bobby, we appreciate that call. We appreciate that insight and that wisdom as only you can deliver. Bobby, where's your show at and how can people follow you?
Uncle Bobby's Country on Morris Media Live on Tuesdays, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. If you're not able to watch that, and that's a PST, Pacific Standard Time. If you're not able to catch it, then it's usually uploaded about 30 minutes after that. I have an example of what I just said. I'm having as my guest a lady by the name of Marcella Oliva. She runs the architect program at LA Trade Tech. And she's doing some amazing things in terms of trying gentrification here in Los Angeles and around the country. She's got a working model that can be duplicated in cities around the country. So there it is, man. Thank you for giving me a moment on your show. And to the brothers sitting in the studio with you today, man, all your endeavors, man, and stay black till I get back.
There it is, Bobby. Yeah. We appreciate Bobby for calling in. Again, today's topic, the NFL versus Kaepernick. Are you going to take a knee on the NFL in solidarity with Kaepernick? Or do you think it don't matter? Jeez, man. What do you think about Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones just basically said anybody who protests the anthem, the national anthem, is off this team. But what if everybody black on your team protested the anthem despite what you said? You gonna kick all the black people off your team?
You gonna walk out and go into
Yeah, turn everybody's mic on, pimp. What you doing? Jesus.
But for that to be effective, even the white dudes have to protest too.
No.
If every black dude,
Yeah, it's like 75% niggas in the NFL.
right.
It's not happening.
Listen, in the 60s, when the black people were protesting, they didn't really do shit until the Jewish people got along with that protest. They listened to the Jewish people because they went along with Jewish people was actually involved in it. So that's when they really started taking heat to what was going on.
The economics of sports wasn't what it is today. True. Back in the day.
And I feel you. When Harriet Tubman freed the slaves on the Underground Railroad, she wasn't taking all them niggas to Baldwin Hills. She was taking them to white folks' houses.
Here we go.
Okay, so I get that there is no true freedom without everybody's participation. But it's almost like saying this bully that has been picking on this little boy for his entire grammar school career, when the little boy stand up, everybody behind him need to stand. That little boy needs to stand up and fight this bully. And win or lose, the bully changes his position when he sees that he can't just take this boy's lunch money no more. And what really more than the effectiveness directly, ethereally, the effectiveness of seeing just the black players take a knee. What if the Dallas Cowboys' first game started and all the brothers that are on the team took a knee, and all the brothers they was playing took a knee?
I mean, because think about it.
You gonna fire all of them?
Think about it. Zeke, probably one of the best running backs in the league.
Yep.
Dak, probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Dez, probably one of the best wide receivers in the league. If your key blacks,
took a knee.
said, fuck what you talking about, Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
And said, but you also have to remember this. There's an economic hierarchy on the football team too.
That's it.
Right.
Your superstars are making more bread than your third stringers and the backup
The niggas
guys.
don't nobody know but your mama.
But what happens if that hierarchy said we're gonna take care of the underlings, the economic underlings?
Yeah, I got you.
I got you.
But on that list you just named, only Dez is the hierarchy. Them other two dudes on rookie contracts. They don't make no money.
Yeah.
They make zero.
That's why we
No, they make money.
Zero.
They make money.
Zero compared to the rest of the
Yes.
dudes. Like what's the boy from the Giants that with the gold hair?
Odell Beckham.
Yeah, he only making $2 million. He's like $2-3 million a year.
Yeah.
Where he's outside, he's making like $15 million from endorsements. So he's like, fuck y'all. Y'all gonna pay me? This is ridiculous. Y'all need to pay us just like y'all pay the NBA players, or we like, fuck y'all.
Well, that's going into the guaranteed contracts. They can't guarantee contracts because
they get too hurt.
Is the injury rate is so damn high, so they can't guarantee the contracts. And if they did guarantee the contracts, then that would mean the NFL would have to break major bread.
And they make the most. They make
more money
TV
than everybody.
It's ridiculous.
And they not willing to give that up.
No.
Listen, this is what the NFL and the NBA player needs to understand. You're a modern day gladiator.
Yes.
There you go.
This is the Coliseum.
That's exactly what you
This
are.
is the Coliseum.
Now the gladiator lived better than some peasants. Because I'm killing motherfuckers and I'm an attraction.
And I might die tomorrow.
But they were all slaves.
But they were all slaves.
And some could fight for their freedom if you want enough.
People need to understand, I don't mind giving you money. I'm just not willing to give you power.
Right.
They need to understand.
It's like the Monopoly game. I was playing Monopoly with my kids last night. Y'all can have the Monopoly. I'm about to overshare here. The Monopoly board has $16,140 cash in it's Monopoly money. Mm-hmm. If my daughter has Park Place, Boardwalk, Marvin, all the green property and all the yellow property and all the railroads,
You're in trouble.
she got all that.
You're in trouble.
That don't mean goddamn it, she finna tell me what we gonna eat for breakfast tomorrow. You playing a game in my house. It's just Monopoly, goddammit. And when you finish with all that property, get up, wash your face, and take your ass to bed.
That's
I said, because I'm your father, and this is just a game, and that money don't mean shit, because I got the power.
Listen, Sterling said it the best. He said it the best when he got called out. Sterling, the owner of the ex-owner of the Clippers.
Yeah.
Donald
Said, don't I make y'all millionaires?
Right.
Like that part was easy.
Exactly.
Like I gave you your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Yep.
Fuck you mean?
I can say what I want
I
to
say what the fuck? Listen, I don't really like niggas,
No.
but I gave you your lifestyle.
Y'all like fish in a fishbowl.
You better show some respect, nigga.
Attention, yes. Attention, black millionaires. I was gonna say this for the rant, but fuck it.
No.
Attention, black y'all think, those of you who are out there, who are public millionaires, all you are collected goldfish for the billionaires who made you. They sit around when you're not around and brag about the fish in their aquarium. Nigga, you are not free.
Right.
Stop.
American sports is the only place where you can feel comfortable calling a white man an owner. Just let that marinate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Oh well,
owner.
they listen. Well, we own the rights to this nigga, and we just traded his rights to this other team.
His rights. God damn it.
Yes, we own the
Right.
rights
Listen to that.
to this player.
Well, see, you got indoor sports and outdoor
My
sports.
owner's a good. We got a good owner. What? I would never feel comfortable saying no shit like that.
But it's literally slavery in this exact same way. You got in-house niggas and field niggas, indoor sports and outdoor sports. Those are the house and the field. So it has never changed. It only it never stopped. It just flipped the game. But just talking about the overall aspect of how these dudes sign contracts and how they lose their power. If they understood how to sign contracts, like one of my clients, she was the head lawyer for the agency who had Kobe Bryant as a client. And so she was talking about these contracts, and only just recently, some of these dudes started to figure out the game of incorporating. So out of college,
Get the fuck out of here.
Out of college, what you're supposed to do is make a corporation out of your name, and then sign a leasing agreement with yourself to lease the services. And that's how the game is played, really.
Yes.
But a lot of these dudes don't understand that game. They're signing individually with a corporation now, which makes you property. Right. But then when you come to these dudes, corporation to corporation, it's a whole different game. Mm-hmm. And so I was just talking about her with that this morning. She was like, "Yeah, that just recently started. A lot of cats are starting to get in on the game, but it's not widely spread known."
I want to question, because I like your analogy of house nigga, field nigga. But when you really look at it,
still nigga.
The house nigga, how about it? The house nigga was treated a little better than the rest of the niggas.
Like the indoor sports make more money.
So wouldn't it be that all the athletes who are incredibly well paid, so to speak, relatively, if Jerry Jones woke up with Michael Irvin's money, he'd kill himself.
Yeah, exactly.
But wouldn't you say that the Serenas of the world, the high paid athletes of the world would be the house niggas and the rest of us would be the field niggas?
Wow.
The rest of us in the field, them niggas in the house.
Yes.
I guess so. Yeah, the overall aspect,
and trying to get a house nigga to burn down the house.
Right.
Whoo, that's tough. Wait a minute.
Like Cam Newton. They asked Cam Newton about that racial thing. He kind of had the same answer that
what you talking about? I'm
Lil
sitting here
Wayne.
in massive
Exactly.
He did?
Oh yeah, they asked him about.
I was going to ask you guys about Ray Lewis.
Oh God,
I'm so through with Ray Lewis.
God, she's the biggest sucker.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, man, Shannon ain't no joke.
And you know what? Shannon Sharp looked like he could tear his suit off and suit up and go play.
Right. He be on LeBron jock too hard, but that other than that though.
I don't get how they just do stuff like that.
Thanks for the donation,
man.
TJ.
What do you mean?
How some of these black dudes don't want to stick together and say this dude is doing what's right for him.
You know how? Because they don't draw the line between the abject poverty that their family comes from and the motherfucker that paid you all the money. They don't draw the line that the same motherfuckers that made it hard for your mama is the same motherfuckers that's paying you now. That's the same good old boys club. Yep. They have somehow separated.
So
you can't though.
So let's do this.
Let's
do this. Let's drill down on this question then. For black men in America, does great success come with great capitulation?
Absolutely.
Without question.
Great servitude. So this is why I wanted us to come back to Ray Lewis, because there are many guys like that who will argue for the system. Now, how do you argue for a system that is inherently racist?
They don't know it's racist. That's why.
That's a great answer.
They don't know
that, or do they know and they're not willing to sacrifice their position in the system?
I don't think they care. I think they know.
I'm saying Hassan is right. There's some people that don't know, but then there are some that do know, and then they weigh their options. Do I want to go back to crime and bullshit and crabs in the barrel and brokenness and whatever? Nah, I'm cool. I made it out of that. So I'm going to advocate for a broken system. Krishnamurti, favorite line. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted into a sick society. So if there are black men who know society is sick, but because you've got a modicum of success from the system, you're now advocating for the system? And you telling people to get haircuts and be quiet?
Yeah, get it. Yeah, Michael Vick. They whipped that.
Come on.
I mean, damn.
And he did all of that just to get an internship. Yep. How you gonna be Michael Vick? Michael Vick, one of the most dynamic black quarterbacks the NFL has ever seen, and you did that for an internship?
With the cornrows.
Michael Vick. Michael Vick, how dare you? Kill the animals that we used to use to chase your ancestors. How dare you? I'm sorry, Master, I killed these dogs that used to chase us.
Caucasian people favorite.
Just get me in front of the microphone. I'll tell the rest of these niggas to get in line.
Wow. This hurts, man. What does capitulation look like? Because I listen to Stephen A. Smith. I think he's a very smart guy. Yeah, very articulate guy.
To do with it.
I think he's a smart guy, very articulate. But there is this overwhelming leaning towards capitulation to the system, when in fact the system is flawed. And you get some guys who reach a superstar level, and I think it's incumbent upon them to say something, to use their stardom and their platform to bring attention to a certain thing. Because if you can do it in other aspects, if I could use my stardom and platform to bring attention to, say, homelessness, oh, he's a hero. If I can bring my stardom and platform to bring attention to domestic violence, oh, that is noble. But I can't do it to bring attention, right, to the plight of African American men and African American people, and I come from that. I come from that shit.
Right.
I come from the hood.
Okay.
Most of these guys come from the hood.
Think of America as the structure of America as this tattered flag, this remnant of what it used to be. And now here is stuff hanging off. Homelessness is hanging off. Well, if you take that thread, you can pull it all you want, because at the other end of it, a piece will fly off. Or domestic violence, a piece will fly off.
Right.
That black American racism thread, you pull that sumbitch, and this whole flag come apart. Oof. 40 acres and a mule. Why is 98% of the talent black and only 2% of its own? All that shit starts to come apart. So as soon as you grab that string, gotta smack your hand. You can grab any other string you want. Hungry kids, Africans, and pick it. Whatever the fuck you want. Herpes, pick anything. Pick a subject. But don't fuck with that one right there. Because if we have to start giving back this 40 acres, who do we give it to?
And who are we to not question those? Because you nigga, even a comic book will tell you with Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility.
If you know what
right?
you're doing, you can preach out of Spider-Man.
So we'll use that shit as like a cliche thing. Like, man, you ascended to a great level or to a high level in this community in the world. You've got to give back. You've got to take it back. But if you speak out against something that's obviously wrong, how then can you then turn around and say this system is okay for doing what they do? And you need to do better, brother. No, Ali put his family in jeopardy. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. That was the heavyweight champion of the world. Right. He put his family at his peak. He took 3 years out of his boxing career.
It was not the same
and not
when
the
he came
last
back.
3, not the first 3. The prime 3.
The prime 3.
He could have made all of his money.
That's what makes me want to slap the sweet sugary shit out of anybody who says that Mayweather is the best ever. No, he's not. You just need to see greatness in your era, and that's all that is. That's you stop elevating incredibly good to great. No,
man, that's just crazy, man. Listen, we're dealing with a lot of inequity in the world, right? One of the biggest inequities in the world is economic. Mm-hmm. That's a big ass gap.
That's right.
First off, only 3% of the land is occupied in America.
Thank you.
And
now you're starting to get into the real shit.
This is urban.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Drive your ass
is
to
occupied.
Wyoming.
Only 3% of the land in America is occupied.
Yep.
Of the 3%, these are all urban areas. Of the 3% of the land that's occupied in America, 98% of the 3% is owned by white people.
Let that sink in.
You think that's an accident? Oh, is it?
Why you think Vermont is smaller than California? Because Whitey didn't know how much it was.
Hey, we got a football player calling in.
If Whitey knew how much land it was, it wouldn't be before.
Yes, answer one of those calls. We got a football player calling in. I think it's Adrian. Is this Adrian on the line? What up? Hello?
What's going on?
Is this Adrian?
Yes, Adrian.
Adrian
What's up,
Ross.
Adrian?
What up, boy? Adrian Ross.
What's going on?
A lot of people don't know Adrian Ross. Let me just remind you. This is a Cincinnati Bengal. Still used to play for the Bengals. Still one of my favorite uniforms in the NFL.
Yeah.
You can't front on them goddamn Tiger helmets.
For real.
But hey, man, let's get with it. I know you have experienced the life. He and I did a clinic with these young boys up in Sacktown, and the shit was dope. This is a very smart cat. He could give us the insight on the NFL.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us, man, about racism in the NFL. Watch what you say. Capitulation leading to success for black men. The attitude with coaches. Can we talk about that?
Hey, you guys be on it, and I love what you guys are doing because you guys are right on. So for me, most of these guys that everyone only talks about is because the big media that the NFL sends to everybody, that's all that the other side can speak on because that's all that they're giving you because nobody's. Me, I received an academic scholarship to college. So I came in a different way. I didn't get drafted. So when I got to the league, it was just Adrian Ross, and so what I see from a lot of these stars, before we get to the pros, we're taught something else. So the problem is most of these guys get to the NFL and they're in it, but they're still thinking like they're a fan. So for some of us, and then the others that stay there, they get the money, and that's what success has been deemed for people to go to college on. So it's like they're blinded by what we're teaching everybody. Everything is cookie cutter. And so so the detriment to us as black men is we don't know our value because they're getting us for free in college.
Keep going, Adrian. Don't stop. Keep going.
No, I didn't. Okay, I can keep going. I just want to, it's and so that's the start right there. Is
they're in college, and in college, they come into the high schools. I mean, shit, now they're giving out scholarships to 6th graders, 8th graders, 9th graders. Like, what? So how can these two separate entities who are in how can they be two separate entities? For instance, Terrell Pryor was at Ohio State and he played quarterback. Right now, he's one of the top wide receivers in the National Football League. And I asked the question the other day. I said, "Who taught him? How can he play in the NFL with never playing in college or nothing? And now he's a star wideout." See, but the perception everywhere else is you got to go to college so you can learn to the pros. That's funny. The only two sports that you have to wait to go pro in are the two predominantly black ones, basketball and football. You can get drafted in baseball. You can go do golf. What colleges are the NASCAR drivers going to? Do you ever hear any?
None. They ain't going to no college.
I want to ask him a question. Oh, go ahead. Finish your thing.
No, let him finish. Let Adrian finish because he dropping bombs. We need these bombs right now. Continue to drop them, man.
So it's only two sports, basketball and football, where you got to go 1 year. Hey, come on now, pros, give us these Negroes for 1 year so we can make some money off of them. Then we'll hand them over to you. Football says you're not eligible for the draft until 3 NFL seasons removed from high school. Therefore, all of us think that we have to go to college and play for 3 years. Leonard Fournette last year, he came out of high school the number one ranked player in the nation. Louisiana State University. Now, here's the other thing. CTE is real. So now what these colleges are doing is they know that they're only getting brothers like that for 3 years. So they running the hell out of them. It was at Alabama. They gave the boy the ball 395 times. Yeah, you won the Heisman, see? But they knew they had a Heisman candidate. And the players don't understand that how much money the school is making. Most people don't know. It's like $50 million that the school gets for the Heisman. So, of course, it was run. You know, I'm going to say with it, but I don't know if I can say it on here. But now these boys are getting...
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want, Adrian.
Say whatever I want. Yes, run, nigga, run is what they're doing. And they're coming with this fake concussion protocol because they want to make it look a certain way to the fans. But... call it. Like, how can you go and run this boy for 395 carries for free? And then, hey, at the end of the road is, you can go pro. What? But what about that $50 million that y'all getting on that Heisman? So until these guys to those guys. Now, of course, I was someone who needed maybe 3-4 years in college, but it shouldn't be cookie cutter. Then when you get to the pros, here's with the Kaepernick is who are all the young offensive coordinators now? Or who are all the offensive coordinators? I just said it. They're all young white guys. 32, 33. So would you want to coach a Kaepernick or a Matt Ryan? Because the quarterbacks are different. They got to be there early, watch the film. They're part of the game plan. So you got to go over to coaches' houses and hang out. That's a real part of it. How you're operating, how you're dealing with these guys. You think that they know how to deal with the Colin Kaepernick? I'll end it right there.
Hey.
Let me ask you, I want to ask him a question. When you came out and you signed your first contract, did you create a corporation out of yourself and sign it as a corporation, or just did you sign it as an individual?
No, I heard you. I heard you state that, and that's exactly what it is. We sign as individuals, and that's another debt. players is everything is collectively bargained. So what are they teaching you? And that's why I go back to college. See, it's different than actors and musicians. See, if you're an actor, you were in drama or whatever in high school, and then you move up, right? And then you say, hey, I got a part over here in a play downtown, and hey, I got this now, and hey, now I'm getting more parts. I think I need an agent. Damn, I'm making money now. Now I think I need a financial advisor. So as a career, they get all those things and they understand exactly what you're talking about. They might understand how I should sign this contract, how I should do this. I need this now. As they get up, they add on. Okay, now I need a publicist. I need this. Well, no, boy, like, you're just a student trying to do something else. Hey, you're lucky enough to get here. Now you go from zero to 500,000. Then now you get your agent and your financial advisor. It's back. It goes on. Right when you're done with it, they all drop off. See,
listen.
So like the elevator is moving, but for the athlete, they're not teaching you nothing about the business because they're called. And I'm like, I don't understand how, just because I'm a fucking student, why does that mean that I can't get? Why does that mean they can show me for 3 hours on the TV and I not get paid?
Hey,
Just 'cause I'm a
listen,
student.
Adrian, man, I appreciate you shedding light on the truth of what it means to be a professional athlete in the most dominant sport on planet Earth. It's the NFL. The Shield makes more bread than everybody. It's the big dog of all American sports. And you just shed hella light on that, man. Thank you so much for tuning into the show and contributing that incredible piece of information. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, man.
Good look.
Good look. Damn.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Man.
I
See,
wonder,
they don't
I
sign
wonder
those
did he come into, and that's what I wanted to ask him before he left, was how much of this information was cracking him over the head once he got in, and how did that change
You
how
could
his
tell
approach to the game?
from Adrian's perspective, you could tell his wisdom is experiential.
Right.
He had to go through it. He had
Mm.
to make them mistakes. He had to get hit upside the head and go, "Oh, you got me."
No.
So how did that change?
You got
his
me.
game?
So you got me.
It's
got
like
me.
that for him because he didn't get a scholarship in college, so everything was
Right.
hard for him. Even
Right.
in college, it was hard for him. Like if you don't get a scholarship, you walk on. They don't.
Yep.
We ain't trying to be friends with
Yep.
you.
And they
We ain't
assholes.
trying to be friends
They're
with you.
dickheads.
You like you walked on. You don't deserve a scholarship like we
Right.
got.
Right.
So even if he's good, he has to work real hard,
Double hard.
And the
Triple
sad
hard.
part is that's just slaves fussing at other slaves
Yep.
about
Exactly.
his bowl of rice being a different color bowl. It's it ain't about your hard is different than our hard.
There's so much division in an NFL. You have the Pac-10, a Pac-12 against the SEC. You got the Big 12 and the Big 10,
And they
against
just all
yeah.
making
Pac-10.
white
And
boys
these
money.
are all corporations, which
Yeah.
is why, like I was trying to say, man, like Donald Trump was on the news, or he was on TV one day. He was walking up into the White House, into the room in the White House, and this lady was asking him a question about his taxes and how he had went bankrupt. And he was like, well, I just used the laws that were on the books. And they said, well, what about what about that makes people think that you should be good with finances and stuff like that? And he said, look, all I did was use the laws that were on the books. And he turned to the camera, he took the mic from her, he said, you guys should start a corporation. And he looked right there and he looked right in the camera, and then he gave her the mic back and walked off.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm like, for people who didn't understand, he just dropped a major jewel to you motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
Hey, so listen.
Make a corporation out of your name,
Right.
whatever your name is, and then wherever you work for, you're working for your corporation. You don't work for that person. You sign a leasing deal with your own self, and then you lease out your services to that other corporation as corporation to corporation.
Right.
This is how the game is done right now.
So listen, really quickly, we got to take a quick break. We're a little bit behind. We got to give Jeff Brown his intellectual rant. But before we go, Jamal Porter just dropped $500. Donations, please keep them coming. Cedric Dillard just dropped $100 to the GoFundMe campaign. I appreciate you guys for your donations. Listen, if you guys want to keep this, somebody just asked, am I boycotting the NFL? Yes.
I'm definitely going to
yes.
get it.
No,
yes.
no, we're not
like,
boycotting.
wait.
We're just talking all this shit.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Fuck out of here. It be trolls. I guess I got to start assigning
we haven't really said
moderators
and they think
that can get the trolls
something.
out.
But we
no, fuck that. Leave
chat.
the troll in there. Who said it? The fuck you think? You think you really thought you said something, huh?
Right.
So are you boycotting? Then fuck you.
He keeps, and then he's dissing the caller. The caller was in the NFL. This is an armchair quarterback at best.
Your fat ass is in a cubicle right now.
Right. You know what I mean?
Sneaking and typing.
You want to see how ill the
remove this
elite, how they split
Leave
things?
the fat ass in there. I wish you would.
They have the sub people boycotting. But boycott actually comes from an elite person. His name was Charles C. Boycott, and this motherfucker owned land in Ireland, and he wouldn't lower the rent on the farmers for the farmers. So that's what boycotting means, to say no, fuck you. They wanted their rent lowered on the land, and Charles C. Boycott was like, fuck y'all, I'm not lowering shit. So that even belonged to the elites, and they tried to give that shit to us. So they're always flipping what's going on in society.
Hey, the homeboy, former NFL player Adrian Ross just dropped $100.
Yeah.
Hey, Adrian.
Hey, Ross.
Adrian. We love you, Adrian. Thank you, man, for the donation. Also, Beacon TV just dropped $10. Thank you so much. They asked if I can mention Andy Swartz plan to disrupt the NCAA with HBU to pay for their athletes. So that's a plan for the HBU to pay their athletes. That would disrupt. Listen, you know what really would NCAA. Fuck the NCAA up?
Nonprofit. They're nonprofit.
If all the super skyballer players said, fuck those scholarships to big schools, we gonna go to HBCU schools, historically black schools. We gonna turn those into the Kentuckys, the Auburns, the UCLAs, the Oregons. We gonna turn them into that.
There's a great
not
reason
enough
why
TV
they
time.
don't.
Not enough TV time.
But it would be.
There's a great reason why yes, that's the chicken and the egg. There's a great reason why
historically those other teams have an edge. That's what it is.
They just have an edge.
They have historically they got an edge.
But look at all the NFL players who came out of HBCU.
There's a lot of them.
Shannon
edge
Sharp.
do they have?
They have money. That's the edge. They got
bread.
money.
Bread and
That's
facilities.
The edge they got.
That edge comes from you believing in the value of that money.
True. But that edge is still
have?
there though. Regardless
what edge would they have if, and this is what has to happen in order for that, is the ability to look the dollar in the face and go, Thomas Jefferson is just my oppressor. No.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
I see. But here's the thing. I think he's saying from the perspective of turning the game against them. We know it's monopoly money, but turning the game against them, basically saying, first off, I got a kid that's top 50 recruit.
Okay.
Went to Auburn. Transferred from Auburn because he's got a strong personality. He's not disrespectful because I taught him the game before he got there. But because he's strong and got a daddy, that's a problem.
Oh my God. We can't hit you with the your daddy wasn't around.
I can't hit you with you got to do this or you might not make it.
Hold on a second. Let me check that.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand? Like when you got a daddy, you don't need it.
I ain't calling a deacon at the church. I'm not calling my ex-coach. I'm calling the cat whose balls I came out of.
Right.
On the phone.
Right. So a lot of times you get coaches who prey on single moms.
Yes.
They would prefer to recruit the kid in a single mom household because the mom is pliable to any pressure that the coach applies. We already know the mom is like, we got to make this, baby.
Right,
we got to get there. Whereas a dad is like, yeah, we got to get there, but at what cost?
Right.
We gonna get there with our integrity intact, motherfucker. You're not finna punk us into getting there. This is why LeVar Ball is such a big issue.
Man,
because LeVar Ball is like, fuck all y'all.
Can't control him.
And we ain't going nowhere except to the place we want to go to. Now what you gonna do about it? And we gonna put some bullshit ass sneakers out here and charge you $500 for them, and you gonna fuck with us.
Right.
And we gonna turn down all your your shoe deals.
See,
and we gonna be the talk of the town because this dude is a player.
When you come up on a single mama talking this shit, you the Coast Guard coming up on a rowboat and in the middle of nowhere, and she can see the shore, but she like, man, if I could just get up on this, baby, we got to get on this boat. It's warm. They got blankets and donuts. You come up to a man in that boat and you go, wait a minute, what the fuck I got to do to get on your boat?
Right.
I can see the shore. We'll row from here.
Right.
And that's yes.
And so and it's
black folks don't want to row.
And let me say, it's stereotypical, and of course it's some but not all. It's some but all. We're not talking about all single parent, all single mothers who are raising exceptional athlete kids or whatever. We're not saying that. But the stereotype is Ricky's mom in Boys in the Hood. That's the stereotype. She loved Ricky more than she loved Doughboy because Ricky had a future at USC and could make it to the fucking NFL.
And get her out the hood.
A lot of times those coaches are aware of that. A lot of times those coaches, listen, they tried to figure out, you know how many coaches I had say to me, who does your child live with? Who does your child live with?
Oh, wow.
Does he live with his mom?
Wow.
Then after, because we had a script, I said, no. We all together in this. This is how we gonna approach this. Once he started blowing up, we're all together in this. There is no division in how they approach us and how we respond to their approach. Yeah, he lived with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, word? Okay.
Us.
Then they went to,
motherfucker, he from this tribe. Don't worry about which hut he in.
right. Then they went to the next level. Well, who's the point person?
Nigga, this king sitting in front of you.
I said, you talk to me. And I made sure they went through me.
Mm-hmm.
Now that don't mean we didn't counsel with mom
and disagree,
but mom was on deck. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Mom was like, okay, I'm gonna let you handle it. I said, thank you very much. I appreciate you for giving me this responsibility.
Yet another key in freedom that the black woman is holding.
Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times at Auburn, I just love when a player just lets his game do the talking.
I bet you do.
He's not a lot. He doesn't talk so much. See, part of black success, black male success through college and sports is based on shutting the fuck up. It's based on capitulation.
Put your head down.
Michael Jordan, O.J. Simpson,
Kobe for most of his damn career. Don't say nothing that's gonna rock the boat.
That's it.
So not rocking the boat is part of the ingredients for being successful.
That's why they hate LeVar Ball ass, because he upsets the whole system. He fucked the whole the AAU shit up.
He sure did.
He got his own teams, like fuck AAU. Then he don't even charge the kids to be on the fucking team.
How about it?
He just like, just come on and be on the team. I'll train y'all for free.
You want the AAU game?
Yeah.
This is the AAU game. There's so many and I know them by name. And that's why I was on their motherfucking head when my son was coming up. My son is on their team. Everything my son doing is free.
See?
Because you know what he is already.
Right.
And they were too happy to oblige.
Yeah.
You know what and this is how they get their bread. They go find some rich white people who got a kid who
pay for all
think
this.
he can play, but he really can't play. Right. But he gonna pay that $1,000 a week to have him on this team.
Right.
Or the young black parents who are doing okay, but that kid ain't that good. They gotta pay.
Right.
But all the superstar athlete kids, they free. And everything is free.
Yeah.
That's why I fuck with LeVar.
Let me tell you something. My son didn't have to pay for a pair of shoes since he turned 10.
And nor should he.
Do you understand? He was on AAU squads from 10 years old. He's 20 now. I ain't bought a pair of shoes in 10 years. Do you understand? So this is how they hustle that way. And then they charge you for everything. Oh, well, you got to come into this event. And this event is, you know, you got to pay every day to get into the event. The event is $30, $40. Then you got to buy the food.
God.
Oh, the hustle. They make it $50,000, $60,000 a day when these summer events are going on.
The parking lot alone.
They got summer events. They got spring events. This is real hustle.
Crazy,
and let me tell you, the month that they make all the bread is July and April.
Yep.
These are their events.
Wow.
Go deeper.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody out there trying to get their kid into some basketball shit, let me tell you what you do. You better make sure that motherfucker's getting trained at the age of 10. Because that 4-year window from 10 to 14, and when he stepped into high school as a freshman, somebody better know who the fuck he is.
That's right.
My son stepped into Santa Monica High School as a freshman. He was on varsity off tops.
Right.
It's got to be that way, because otherwise it's going to be more of a struggle. He got to be known on the AAU circuit. Right. This is all a hustle, and they making bread hand over fist in this motherfucker.
Crazy money.
To the tutor.
Hand over fist, and they all taking advantage of these kids. And I'm telling you, they steer clear of strong fathers because they know I'm not going to be able to pull the shenanigans on this dude.
I am not going to be able to commit athletic pedophilia with this one because his daddy's standing there.
That's exactly what it is.
Now flip it the next way. Now flip it the other way. For football, because it's a struggle. It's a struggle in basketball. Man. If a coach don't like your temperament, he's a basket case. He's uncoachable. They call my son Little Farrakhan.
Okay.
You know why?
I'll go with that.
But you know why they called him Little Farrakhan? Because at the time, shit was happening. People were getting killed. And the team at Auburn went to him and said, "What should we do, New?"
Wow.
New gets on the phone while all his teammates is in his dorm.
And call his daddy.
Dad.
God!
What we gonna do?
Yeah! What?
They call my son Little Farrakhan, and then Bruce Pearl tried to make it seem like, oh, well, he wasn't ready, or he was hurt, or they was doing all type of little bullshit. You remember he was out here in the summer training with NBA trainers. You could go to my YouTube page and see the video of him training in Oakland last year with the same guys who trained Damian Lillard. New was the only one of two kids that was allowed to leave Auburn during the summer to get training. But Pearl let him go because Pearl didn't want him gelling with the new recruits.
Bruh.
Listen. Didn't want him gelling with the new recruits because they already made up in their mind that he wasn't going to play that year. This is his sophomore year last year. So then, new training, getting it. Soon as he get back to Auburn, you know what the trainer said to him? Oh, you got to put your knee brace back on. Knowing that his knee brace slows him down. Well, wait a minute. I was in LA, in Oakland, all summer, playing in the Drew League, playing in Air West, training with all of these people without my brace. What do you mean? Oh, well, first we got to clear you. You already making up your fucking excuses to not play him. Then, on top of that, whoa, watch this. Oh, we're not going to play him. They knew they wasn't going to play him. We got game assistants on the team telling New, nigga, even if you come back like Russell Westbrook, they ain't going to play you. You got to get ready to leave, New. You got to get ready to leave, New. Everybody's telling, even his teammates, his players, man, he ain't gonna give you a shot. He ain't gonna give you a shot. Because he didn't like his attitude. What was his attitude? I said, did he ever cuss you out, Bruce Pearl? Did he ever disrespect you, Bruce Pearl? Nah. But you know you can't punk him. Capitulation is part of it.
That's right.
Right. Because now he got to train, he's trying to train a lion. They all lions.
First off, these are not coaches. Let me tell you what a coach is. A coach is a mentor.
These are wardens.
A coach is a mentor. A coach is a guru. A coach is a teacher. First off, most coaches, especially in basketball, don't develop players. They teach plays.
That's right.
They don't.
Wow.
Do you understand? They teach plays. They don't develop players.
Man, yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
So again, he had to transfer. Got him up out of there. But before he transferred, this is what Pearl did. He called me to say, well, Nu's not going to play. He's outside of my top 10. We're going to play 10. He's number 11.
Wow.
I said, okay, cool. But I will be down there next week. Oh, you're coming here? Yeah. I'll be there. Oh, okay. That day he called me was an exhibition game. He called me to tell me he wasn't going to play him. Do you know the motherfucker played him in the exhibition game for 1 minute?
Wow.
But he did it on purpose to burn one of his red shirt options. You get 2 red shirt options. One is volunteer and the other one is a medical. The medical, you got to get permission from the coach and the school in order to be. They got to say, oh, he does need it based on some medical condition. In other words, they have the power.
Right.
The one that's is verbal. That's when the player has the power. Oh, I'm not playing. Let me go in here and get this motherfucking red shirt. So, because they're not gonna play me. Oh no, he took that one away. And then on top of that, by playing him 1 minute in that exhibition game, he got in 60 seconds, came in and knocked down a 3, and went back to the bench. Now, at the end of the game, watch this, Jeff. Watch this. Burnt that eligibility. You know why? Because Nu had options. If he didn't play him at all, Nu could have got his whole season back.
Yes, right.
He don't get his whole season back at Fresno. He come in January, 2 or 3 months after the season starts. But it also protected Bruce Pearl and Auburn. Because Bruce didn't want him to go down to junior college. Because if he goes to junior college, they lose a fucking scholarship for this year.
Yep.
So by playing him in that 1 minute, he protected Auburn scholarships for next year. Oh, yeah. And then he had the nerve to ask me. Oh, you guys are thinking about going to junior college? We might. Instead of him just sitting for 6 months, he could play and get better. How about? Oh, well, I just did the research and found out that he can't actually do that because he played in 2 seasons at Auburn. You mean that 1 minute you put him in?
Man, that is the bullshit.
You mean that 1 minute you did that shit on purpose? And they do this shit, y'all. They do this shit, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it starts, man. They don't want a real motherfucking man to come into the league because men that come into the league see bullshit and call it for what it is.
Oh, bro.
When we come back, you're around.
Okay, but I gotta say this.
Say it.
It's I had to stop myself. Okay, I can say it. I couldn't say it earlier. I would have started crying. Let's go back to that phone call that Nu made.
That Nu made to me.
Yes. These young boys are lost. We lost. We don't know what to do. But we know one of us that walk around here and he ain't lost. Let's go to him and ask what to do. And he say, I'm not sure about what to do. I'm going to find the light. Hand me that phone.
Oh, the motherfucker told me, man. I came to Auburn in a $2,000 suit. Bruce Pearl saw me and said, God, okay, Zo, you serious? Damn. I said, yeah, I'm dead serious. This has to do with my son. I'm dead serious. I said, listen, man, is he going to play? Because this is started sophomore year. Is he going to play? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you like this. Nobody's position is set yet. I said he had one hell of a summer. He was trained by Lester Connor. Lester Connor used to play for the Lakers. Lester Connor from Oaktown, used to play for the Lakers, played at Oregon State, ripped Isaiah Thomas, one of the lockdown defenders. He training with them during the summer. I said he had a great summer, Bruce. You can't let him. You can't waste this summer. No, he's gonna get a shot. He's gonna get a shot. He's gonna get a shot. He one of New's best friends, Bryce Brown, dead-eye shooter, fucking player, loved his kid. He was like, oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Bryce Brown isn't shooting well and New is shooting better, I'm gonna put New in. New can shoot, lefty, threes, can shoot. Nigga had to put a video out because there was a misnomer, because they will put false stories out on your kid. Motherfucker put the video out of him sinking 36 threes in a row because Bruce Pearl kept saying he can't shoot. Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, they will put a jacket on you. You gotta humble yourself to be with these folk. Do you understand? Listen, look at it from the football side of it. Motherfucker, you gotta show contrition and capitulation for everything you do just so you can continue getting brain damage.
Yep.
Just so you can continue getting CTE, motherfucker.
Yeah, so you can stay in the CTE line.
So you can become a millionaire for 3 to 7 years. And then go back to being broke, because most NFL players wind up broke. Listen, we gotta take a fucking break. This shit is way out. You mean tell me Colin Kaepernick can't get no motherfucking football job because y'all mad that he stood up for the bullshit you've been doing for years?
His light too strong.
Inequity is what you do. Racism, inequity, poverty is what you do. You mean black lives only matter if I'm wearing the football uniform of the team you rooting for?
Yeah.
But when I take that bitch off, you clench your purse? Get the fuck out of here. We'll be back at 2.2, goddammit. Ladies and gentlemen, the ZoWhat Morning Show back in the building. We turned up right now. You don't understand how powerful of a topic this is. Man, Colin Kaepernick, man, stood up for something that was real. Took a knee. Took a knee for something that was real. And everybody's acting funny style about it. You know, he took a knee.
Just a knee. That's it.
And nobody ever dealt with why he took the knee. Nobody ever dealt with. Nobody ever said, yo, you know, why are we, you know, why is he protesting? You know, nobody ever said that. Nobody's, is what he's saying valid? No. Fuck that. Fuck valid. I keep telling y'all, man, major sports is entertainment. I tell my son this all day in America. Mm-hmm. It's entertainment. And as hard as you work, right, to be great, not just to make a team, but to be great. Right. As hard as you work, you need to understand that at some level, the corporation that you're trying to be a part of, the fix is in some kind of way.
Exactly.
Sometimes the fix is in on a false sense of wealth. You think because you got money, you got power. You'll find out if your money got any power. You try to make a power move, and if that shit don't work, that's why a lot of times power moves have to be done in silence. This is why Prince, you find out after he died,
he's funding all this shit.
He's funding all of this other shit because he knew if I do this shit outwardly and openly, I'm gonna attract the wrong kind of attention. My ass is already out in these slacks. Jeff Brown.
What are you saying?
It's time for the intellectual rant. Jeff is about to go ham and eggs. Jeff, let's get it. And let me just say this to my YouTube and listeners who are listening live. Please continue to donate. Let's end the show strong on the donation side of the game. If everybody that's listening right now would drop $5, it would make an incredible impact. Please do that. You could donate at IamZoWilliams.com directly, or you can go to GoFundMe.com/ZoWilliams, or you can donate through YouTube. The super chat is enabled. Everybody can donate right now. Please do so. Jeff Brown, take it away.
Wow. Man, this is a fire one. Okay, I'm just gonna Hulk smash. Dear black fans of the NFL, those of you who annoy me with this, you have for years, and now it's coming push is coming to shove. Those of you who, when you watch football, when you talk about football to and with one another, that say, we need a quarterback and we lost last week, you do understand that your part of that we in the equation is the part that if you get too close to the team bus, you're going to jail. You do understand that, right? Well, we motherfuckers are the problem. The fact that you can align yourself with this, somehow living vicariously through these other athletes who are being exploited, is the very core of the problem that we are dealing with. The concept of boycott is a problem when a divorce is what is in order. There's no more going to counseling. There's no more going to therapy. There's no more I'm sorries. What is needed now is a divorce from the NFL. But because we are so in love with the dollar and the fame that comes to the dollar, that's what makes the divorce a problem. That's what makes it such an issue. Yes, our boycott means something, but it doesn't mean as much as the standing up of the NFL players. Colin Kaepernick took a knee for your sorry, fat, black, ambiguous, vague, faceless, nameless ass. And you, this man's livelihood, his life. Do you understand there are places in West Virginia that if Kaepernick had a flat, you'd never hear from him again? Do you understand that? He put all of that on the line for you, fat, horrible motherfucker that never had a chance to go to the NFL anyway, that sits in your chair on Sunday and talk shit to other niggas. And all we asking you to do is not do the aforementioned. And that's a little bit too much. NFL players, you who do not stand up and back your boy, you have failed us. You have failed us miserably. You shame Jack Johnson, Paul Robeson, Wilma Rudolph, Bill Russell, Ali, Joe Louis, Jim Brown, Lou Alcindor, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You have failed them all. The NFL, you owe the inner city, the killing fields that you crop from. You owe them. Why is there failing schools in any city that has a fucking team? Any city that has a team, we should demand, not the players, the league give 10% of each professional team's earnings right back to inner city schools. Right, directly, so we can see where the money goes. Not to any particular charity, not to any particular organization, to the goddamn school. There should be computers, there should be books, there should be desks, there should be teachers, there should be everything that a public school is lacking. All the shit that makes you want to put your kid in a private school is available for public schools now. We're just not asking for it. Okay? Why don't you call your boss owner? If you work at Best Buy, why don't you call your boss owner? Do you know why? Because he hasn't paid enough to own you. He can't change your very, very life for your children and your grandchildren. Right. So you don't feel that he owns you. These players are truly the fuck owned. When they say that they are owned, the NFL is not just buying their ability to run, catch, and throw. They're buying the silence. They bought Kaepernick's silence. His tacit agreement they bought. And that part, he stole back. He shoplifted that part. How do you ask me not to rock the boat when this boat is floating past my people drowning and dying? We need a divorce. Not a trial separation, a divorce, in order to make what my pro football league looks like. Here's what it looks like in Jeff Brown's head. Same talent, less money, but the money goes further because you spend it with your own people. There's no such thing as unnecessary celebration. In fact, in one end zone is Kid Capri. In the other end zone is Jazzy Jeff. And the team with the best celebrations at the end of the year gets an extra W on their record. If Jackie Robinson had never crossed the line, who would Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr., Reggie Jackson, Frank Thomas, give me some more, Bo Jackson, who would all of these cats have played for? They would have played for the Negro Leagues, and you would have had to pay to come and see them. And who would you be paying? Us. That's who. We should put the NFL in the reverse position of something I like to say about entertainment. In the entertainment game, playing this game with no Jews on your team is like playing in the NFL with no niggas on your team. You can play, you just ain't gonna win.
Wow.
We should put the NFL out of business, but it's not going to happen because we worship money and they know it. I'm done.
Jesus.
You know, one of the reasons they don't want Colin Kaepernick doing that shit, when they do that national anthem and you see the planes flying over and they do all that shit with the color guard, with the Army color guard and all that shit, the NFL gets paid for that by the military. They get over $30,000 per game for that. So when you got all, and that's every week. So when you do it, that's weekly. So when you fucking up money, you fucking up that type of money, they be like, and you got everybody else looking at that and then trying to dip into that. They're like, nah.
Black people. There's a picture of this artwork of these old rich fat white people, all in suits, all around this long Last Supper style table. The table doesn't have legs. It is on the backs of black people.
What?
If black people unify and stand up,
they throw all this shit off.
All this shit breaks down.
All of it is sideways.
This is another place.
All of it is sideways.
Well, bruh, this is another place where the black woman holds another key to our freedom. In what you teaching your sons.
Hassan had something to say. He was talking during the break. Go ahead, get to it, Hassan.
Hold on. You do know Colin Kaepernick has changed his stance on actually kneeling.
Yeah.
They made him sign a thing.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't kneel.
That he wouldn't kneel anymore.
Right.
Do you know why? Because he had to. Because none of his brothers stood behind him.
Well, some of them, but not all.
Yeah.
Okay, because all of his brothers didn't stand behind him. Because do you know why he had to sign that? Because Colin Kaepernick is not a Jew. When a Jew stands up for Jews, there's no way he'll ever have to recant. Do you know why?
Exactly.
Because it's impossible to fuck with one Jew.
Yep.
When you fuck with one Jew, you
fucking
fucking with them all.
Yep.
All of them.
But when homeboy, the caller, what's his name?
ADL would have came from
Adrian.
Ross.
Adrian
Ross. When he said one of the reasons why that I don't know if you guys paid attention to it is Colin Kaepernick has to go in with those young coaches.
Yeah.
White coaches.
Yes.
Okay. They don't have the capacity to think about what he's actually doing. They're not on his playing field. So no, it's white privilege. They have to give up that white privilege. They're not willing to give up that white privilege.
Okay.
So that means they will have to befriend him or side with him. They're not willing to do that.
Okay, fuck what they want. How about fuck what they want? How about this? How about having the hubris, until black people have the hubris to say these 4 words, we gonna still be dealing with this. Fuck your money, comma, whitey, ... Until we can do that, until everybody black on the sidelines can go, wait a minute.
Let me tell you why that's problematic.
Yep.
And I understand why it should be done. I understand the philosophy behind why it works. But let me tell you why it's problematic. Because you're going to need resources in order to say fuck money.
Right.
See, resources equal power. See, this is why whenever black people move to take their money to create resources, which is a power move, that's when you start getting shut the fuck down.
Yep.
I.e. Bill Cosby, I have amassed all of this money. Let me make a power move and buy NBC. Get the nigga. What the?
Tried to do it twice.
Now I done told you that money.
They tried to do it twice.
I done told you what that money for.
It's for Rolls Royces.
That money is for Rolls Royces, my nigga. Versace shoes and Gucci shirts and shit. That's what that money for,
that
nigga.
money is for other shit we make.
The next time you try to pull this shit, we gonna kill somebody you love now. Do you understand? That's the movement. Whose mic is off? Is my mic off? Okay, cool.
No.
That's the movement. Whenever blacks try to use money to create resources, which is a power move, this is why I agree with you, Jeff, when you say we got to say fuck the dollar, but I'm saying you can't say fuck the dollar until you got infrastructure.
Right. Because 70% of most sports stuff is bought by 70% of Caucasian people.
And when I say infrastructure, this goes back to the minister Louis Farrakhan when he talks about how many kids who are in college, African Americans, are there for agriculture.
See, I disagree.
Getting an agriculture degree, that makes you. We have resources now. If we buy something, a piece of land, we know how to cultivate it.
I love you, Uncle Zoe, but big brother, I love you.
I'm just saying that there's still some issues there. That's
yes, of course.
We got 1 minute, 60 seconds.
Okay, the Underground Railroad was not sponsored by Nike. This shit's gonna be difficult.
No, I get it.
It's difficult, but it's not impossible to start with that. We already have plenty of what we need. If we go, nothing is going to stop us.
But it's hard.
Like, but listen, we gotta go. Gotta go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Black Phoenix was the last donation, $5. We appreciate it. We gotta go.
Out there and support.
Next week is going to be a powerful topic. It was supposed to happen this week, but we had to do this show this week. I'm sorry. But we'll be back later on this evening with the Voice of Reason live. I'm going to holler at y'all
Support
then.
Cop Stop Guardian, people. GoFundMe.com/Cop Stop Guardian.
Man.